May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him. Romans 15:13. Understanding Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him. Romans 15:13 is one of the Bible's most uplifting blessings, a prayer for deep joy, unshakable peace, and overflowing hope for believers. Its meaning is made richer by exploring the context, keywords, and its relevance for today. The historical and biblical context of Paul's blessing. This verse comes toward the end of Paul's letter to the Romans, a diverse congregation of both Jewish and Gentile Christians living in a city marked by spiritual and cultural challenges. Paul's desire was to unify believers in hope and encourage them as they faced trials together. Romans 15:13 is a benediction that captures the themes of hope and unity woven throughout the entire letter. Paul prays that God would not only be the source of hope, but actively fill his people with qualities essential for endurance and joy. The meaning of hope, joy, and peace in this verse. Paul uniquely refers to God as the God of hope, emphasizing that true lasting hope comes from him, not from circumstances or human effort. This isn't casual optimism, but a settled, confident trust in God's promises, in this life and for eternity. In all joy and peace as you trust. Joy here is not fleeting happiness, but a deep-seated gladness that comes from knowing and trusting God. Peace is much more than the absence of trouble. It means wholeness, contentment, and tranquility of soul that flow from a right relationship with God. See Romans 5:1. Paul's prayer is not just for a measure of hope, but that believers would overflow with it, empowered by the Holy Spirit. This goes beyond human ability. It's a supernatural hope that grounds and fuels endurance through every trial. Key themes in the passage includes Paul's focus on hope is especially meaningful in a context where unity between different groups was being tested. The God who brings hope also gives the joy and peace necessary for people to live together in harmony. We also have transformation through trust. Joy and peace increase as we trust in him. The experience of these blessings grows deeper as faith matures. Noteworthy is spiritual abundance. The language of overflowing illustrates that God's gifts are not scarce. The Christian life, even amid suffering, is marked by abundance, not lack. There is relevance for today in this verse in times of uncertainty. In a world often filled with anxiety and despair, Romans 15:13 points believers to the source of true and lasting hope. It invites continual renewal of joy and peace, regardless of external circumstances. We also feel encouraged for the journey. The verse has become a cherished prayer for Christians, blessing one another and themselves with the assurance that God's Spirit will produce hope, joy, and peace within them. It is a call to persistent trust. The gift of hope grows as believers choose to trust God repeatedly, even when outcomes remain unseen. As faith is exercised, so too is the fruit of God's presence. A few key takeaways from Romans 15:13 is a prayer for believers to be filled to overflowing with hope, joy, and peace, all rooted in trust in God and empowered by the Holy Spirit. The verse reminds us that hope is not wishful thinking, but a confident expectation firmly anchored in God's enduring promises. True joy and peace flourish in a trusting relationship with God, and these gifts are meant to spill over into every aspect of life, even in the hardest times. In summary, Romans 15:13 assures that the God of hope is both the source and sustainer of our deepest joy, peace, and hope. By trusting in him and relying on the Spirit, believers are equipped to thrive, overflowing with hope that not only sustains them, but encourages those around them. Thank you so much for watching. If Romans 15:13, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, has inspired you today, let's carry that message of hope forward, remembering how blessed we are to receive such wonderful promises. I am incredibly grateful for your time and support. Your presence in this community truly means a lot to me. Let's keep moving forward together in gratitude, thankfulness, and a spirit of appreciation for all we have. If this video encouraged you, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others so more hearts can be uplifted by God's hope and peace. And before you go, check out the description below for resources and recommended products. Some of these are affiliate links, meaning I may earn a small commission if you make a purchase at no extra cost to you. These links help support the channel and make it possible for me to share more content with you. Thank you again. Stay grateful, stay blessed, and keep trusting in the God of hope.